Hi guys, how's it going? SAFC Fan TV, and I've decided to do this review of the Bolton game today simply because if I did it yesterday, it would have been an absolute complete mess. I would have been ranting, raging, and potentially swearing as well, which it wouldn't have looked good. But first of all, I want to apologise because in the review I did of the Rotherham game on Tuesday on the channel, I completely forgot Bolton's league position. I thought they were third from bottom, but it turns out they are still bottom because of the points deduction they had at the start of the season because of them going into administration, which is not nice to see, especially for a historic club like Bolton Wanderers, who a couple of years ago they were a well-established Premier League team. So on that front, I'd like to wish you and your fans all the best for the future. Right, we're going to kick things off about the manager, Jack Ross. I mean, the way he's going about things at the minute and the way how we're just dropping points, not getting 3 points on the board. This is a worrying stat. 15 league draws we've picked up since the turn of the year. And yet I know it's not all Jack Ross's fault. I really want him to succeed in this job, but if he was to get sacked this week, it really would not surprise me. Really wouldn't surprise me. And also still no clean sheets this season, which is absolutely pathetic considering who we were playing yesterday, which obviously I know they got in a few players recently, but most of that team are reserve players. And no disrespect to Bolton yesterday, I thought you were absolutely brilliant at times. Onto the game itself. I mean, to be honest, Bolton in the first half they were unlucky not to be leading. By half time they hit the post, down the flanks they looked dangerous. I mean, Denver Hume, he even had to be taken off at half time simply because he couldn't handle the Romanian winger Politek, who was just absolutely skinning him at times. And second half, we brought on Conor McLaughlin, and it was no better. And he played in his natural position because a few times he's played at left back this season. And I don't know what it is about Conor McLaughlin. When I watch him play at the minute, for me, he just doesn't look match fit. I mean, I don't know what it is, whether he's still shaking off an injury he had towards the end of last season. I mean, let me know in the comments below. The service into Will Grigg, shocking once again, apart from that one brilliant cross that Chris Maguire put in just before half time, and how Grigg doesn't hit the target from there. I mean, I'm running out of excuses for Will Grigg now. He's got to start scoring goals in the league. Yet, he scored a goal against Burnley in the League Cup. I appreciate that. It was a brilliant finish, but you've got to justify yourself now, considering you have a £4 million price tag from when we got you in January. I mean, I think it's 5-6 goals since we brought him in, which is just poor, absolutely poor. What another thing I didn't get what Jack Ross did yesterday. Chris Maguire obviously doesn't start on Tuesday. He puts him in the starting lineup yesterday. Probably our best player so far this season, and one of a few players on that pitch where doesn't necessarily have to play well, but you can just create something out of nowhere. You've got to leave a player like Chris Maguire on. He decides to take him off, puts Charlie Wyke on just to play hoofball for the final 20 minutes. I mean, I really do not get what that's about. I mean, no disrespect. Obviously, Charlie Wyke, he does put in 100%, by the way, when he does come on. He does get asked to do a job, but you've got to provide the service to him. And the midfield just wasn't at it yesterday. George Dobson, I thought, had a poor game. He looked off the pace. Dylan McGeoch, I didn't think was too bad on Tuesday, and he doesn't get on the pitch yesterday. I really don't get what that's about. I mean, Bolton itself, we made Liam Brigcutt look like N'Golo Kante yesterday. I mean, the amount of times where he was winning tackles, and he's not a big guy. We have a lot of strength and muscle in our midfield, and he was just bossing it, absolutely bossing it in the middle of the park, which is just horrendous. I mean, what is this about Sunderland Football Club allowing ex-players just to have an absolute worldie of a game? Same with Will Buckley. I mean, he was putting in crosses for fun the other day, putting in crosses for fun. Oh god! I mean, it's just awful times. I mean, that Ada McGeady penalty at the end probably has kept Jack Ross in the job for at least another 2 or 3 more games. I mean, his team selection on Wednesday night at Sheffield United will tell a lot of things about what players he feels are committed to the task ahead at the moment, because yes, some look like they were trying yesterday, but others just look completely off the pace. And yeah, a lot of them do wear their heart on their sleeve, but I think it's now we have to look right. On paper, we should have the best squad in League One, but are these players? Do we think these players are just like better than what they actually are?